Hey, good evening, everybody. It's good to see you again. How was your week? I hope you enjoyed yourselves and had a good time thinking about what we discussed the last time. Dreams. Our right to have the dreams and our validity. I hope you came here with your dreams written down. Let me say this up front before we go very deep into the class today. What you don't write down, you won't do. So it's very important that you learn how to write. Please, everybody get yourself a notebook that you're going to write down everything that you hear me say, everything that you want to talk about, work on. Learn to keep a notebook beside your bedside so that if the dream or the thoughts come to you even at night, you just put it down. I can't tell you enough stories about things that I wrote and then I forgot, but came upon them sometime later and I'm like, oh my God, this is the way to go, because one of the things you're going to, the next thing I'm going to say now is a very profound truth. And I'm taking it from my book, Up You here. This is where we're learning from, okay? So I'm taking it from the book Up You, and it's a quote. It's a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. It says, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. And that's an absolute truth. This whole world that we live in runs on principles. Do this for this to happen. Do that for that to happen. Seed time, harvest time. Morning and night. Summer and winter. Principles. God that created this earth is a God of principles. He created the earth and hung it on principles. The entire good book, the Bible, is just all full of principles, and once you apply them, they begin to work for you. The positive force in the universe is such that if you make a decision and say, I am going to do this, the universe begins to conspire and make all the elements come together to aid you to do what you want to do. So that's why it's important that you make that decision. You make that decision. You make that decision. I'll give you an example. If you make up your mind that you're going to buy a Mercedes-Benz green color, maybe you only saw one and fell in love with it before you made up your mind you're going to buy one. The moment you make up your mind that you're going to buy one, before you leave your house to the next bus stop, you see 7. Everywhere you go, you just keep seeing Mercedes-Benz green color, and you're wondering, how come I never saw it before? What has happened to you is the universe now knows that you're ready and is conspiring to bring it your way. It's also the same thing. You get introduced to somebody who is going to be a part of something you're working on or help you in future, or someone that you're supposed to interact with, or someone who is supposed to be in your life that you don't know. You get introduced to the person at a meeting, and then the next thing you're seeing the person everywhere. And then you're asking yourself, how come I never used to see this person? I've been coming here. But you see, you hadn't made up your mind that you wanted to do this. And the universe wasn't conspiring at that time to bring the thing that you were thinking of to you. But the moment you say, okay, yes, for instance, I need a general manager, the universe begins to bring people who could be general managers to you for you to make a choice. So it's important that you make a decision. You must make a decision. It's not something someone can do for you. This is not the kind of thing that someone will say, okay, let me help you choose the color of dress you want. No. This is a decision for you to run with your dreams and live your life as purposeful as you can. It's got to be your decision. And so one of the first decisions you're going to make is to stand up from wherever you have been sitting or lying. It is not time to be stagnant anymore. It's not time to be dormant. It's not time to be just there. That talent that you buried, that dream that you buried, it's time for you to take a decision to stand up, find your digger, and go and dig it out. So ladies, are you ready to stand up? I'm ready to guide you to stand up. So bring out your pens and paper, and then we go back to the book. It all begins with a decision. Just one decision. Yours. Are you tired of going nowhere fast? Does your life seem to be moving in one monotonous direction? Does it lack spark and energy? Are you often confused about what steps to take in the course of your life? Are you being tossed about and controlled by other people's life decisions? Today you're on this bandwagon, tomorrow you jump off and join another set, all in a haze of confusion? When will you pause and deliberately seek to find a definite direction? When will you make that decision to discover your authentic self and live life intentionally on your own terms? I bring you good news today. The power to do so is right there inside of you. So it's time for you to take the searchlight off your externals and focus it on the internal, on yourself. Who am I? What do I really want? This dream that I wrote down that you're going to submit to me at the end of today, is it really your dream? Or is it merely a wish? Or a want? Or just so because? You know, we have a way of, my neighbor is doing pure water, so I do pure water. Is this really what you want? If this is really what you want, what are the qualities that you have that can drive this? You need to do a SWOT analysis. And by SWOT, I mean, what are your strengths? What are the strengths that you have that can make you pursue this dream, run after this dream? What are your weaknesses that can make it impossible for you to achieve these dreams? What are the opportunities that you see that you can grab, that you can ride on to achieving these dreams? And what are the threats that can stop you from achieving these dreams of yours? Please write it down. SWOT, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You have to go through them and tell me, write them down. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the opportunities that you see in of yourself and within the environment where you want to operate? What are the threats? What can stop you? Because we need to look at all these things in depth and ascertain how you can best turn everything and play up your strength and play up the opportunities and downplay the weaknesses and jump over the threats to be able to stand up. Every dream has a price. For every dream that you have, that you want to achieve, there's a price to pay. There is nothing free anywhere, not even in Freetown. And so another thing we have to ask ourselves as we attempt to stand up is, are we willing to pay the price to achieve this dream? Are we willing to pay the price to achieve this dream? You know, you might want to be like so and so and so. So and so and so gets 4 hours sleep every night. So and so and so goes to a lot of networking activities to be able to meet people and get the connections. So and so reads books all the time. So and so goes to trainings on Zoom and online trainings to make themselves better prepared to pursue their dreams. So these are the things that you need to all check and ask yourself. Can I pay this price? Can I cut short the time that I sleep? Can I make more time and allowance to gain more knowledge? For you to be a master at something, you need to invest minimum 3 hours every 24-hour cycle in studying about that thing that you want to be, that thing that you want to do. That's the way to master. Do you have 3 hours every day to put down, learn about your dream, your craft, and all of that? We're still at the time, we're still in the stage where we're asking questions and seeking. And so I want you to open up your mind and allow it to be expanded. You know, the mind is like a rubber band that we used to bind our hair as women. You know, when you get out the fresh one, it's quite tight and it's quite small. Sometimes you just be wondering, will you be able to hold your hair? But once you put your hand and expand it, you will bind your hair very well. But one thing you'll notice is that it never goes back to its original size. So as we go on, I need you to open up your mind. Allow your mind to be expanded. Allow it to absorb. Allow it to roam. Allow it to think, to freely roam. Go anywhere you want with your mind. One of my mentors says, the mind is such a tool that you can be in Lagos, Nigeria, and you'll be having dinner with the President of America. It's all in your mind. And the moment you begin to travel like that in your mind, then trust me, it begins to materialize in the physical. So expand your mind. Drop old habits that don't help you. Unlearn old things. Relearn some things that you knew before that you've stopped doing. And then learn new things. But remember what the objective is. The objective is for you to stand up. So, all through this week, as you go about your business, just keep telling yourself, I am ready to stand up for my dream. I am ready to stand up for my dream. I am ready to stand up for my dream. I will take my time and go through your dreams so that when we come next time, we will have dream-specific instructions and our content will be tailored to one or two particular dreams so that we can start running. Thank you very much. Till next time, stay on the up you lane and keep smiling.
You, Lord, oh, your mercy never fails me, and all my days I've been held in your hand.